Hello, everyone. What is going on? Alright. So, we have the first players' Civ bans are in. So for Ezad, he is banning Frontline's Britain. So that is what he's banning. And then for Frontline, he is banning Ethiopia for Ezad. Hello everyone. Look, Tom, Harrison, Robrot, Misha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, I will join voice chat. Let's go. Alright, Robrot. So, the game here is getting started, and I think so, at least, or they're hosting it now. Oh, we actually have a correction. Frontline is playing Germany, and Ezad is playing Italy. Okay, so I will get that showing here. Player 1, Ezad, is playing as Italy versus Player 2's Germany. Alright, Robrot, I am in the chat, or the Discord, so come on in, and then we can go through. Alright. Robrot, do you have a camera? Because that would be very nice if you did. We could get your face reveal here for the co-casting. That would be pretty sick, I think. Alright everyone, while we are waiting for them to start the game, I'm going to transition you guys over to the hype screen, just until we get the game going. And then we'll get the map intros and the introduction of the players and get going. Alright, everyone. Robrot is here, and great to have you as always, Mr. Robrot. How are you doing?
Thanks, Wongpa, and welcome, guys, to this phenomenal semi-final game. And yeah, I'm also happy to be the co-caster tonight and scouting my opponent in the finals as well.
Yes, that is very true. So, for those of you who didn't watch last series, Robrot put up an incredible display and beat 4-0 Turk. I am Turk, that is. And yeah, it was a very impressive display, to say the least. So we have the game up, and the map is on Bohemia. So we will send it over to the map video.
On opposite sides of an enormous but beautiful mountain, peppered.
In Bohemia, perpendicular rivers with 4 separate trade routes divide the map into quarters. Each quarter is rich in minerals and contains one trading post site as well as a residence of a royal house. Players should carefully plan the direction of their expansion. Controlling the river crossings is the key to success.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the semi-final series for the ESOC Spring Tournament between Ezad and Frontline. In the color red here, we have Ezad spawning in as the Italians in the northwest side of the map, and his opponents, Mr. Frontline, rank number 12 on the ladder currently, and he has been putting absolute work in, not only in this tournament, but for the past several months now. In the color blue, Frontline as the Germans. I'm joined here by the finalist who's going to be in the playing one of these two in the next series, Mr. Robrot himself. Welcome, everyone. Robrot, tell me what you think about this matchup and on this map.
Yeah, welcome, guys, and let's hope for a really good series where we get to see all the games. I think this matchup is pretty decent for both civs. Like, Germany can do a lot of stuff, going for semi-FF, raiding some villages for sure. And I think it depends a lot of what Italy want to do here in this matchup. Probably FF or semi-FI would be the best thing to go. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I really think that on this map in particular, this is really strong for Italy. They kind of have this TP that's behind their base, right? And there's only, these quadrants that have these two choke points that you can enter into. And Italy doesn't need a lot of map if they go for Lombards, so they can easily just camp in this quadrant. Now, for Germany, there are 3 coin mines in their vicinity of their home base, which is very nice. So it will take a bit for them before they have to go out of the map, and they probably know, playing against Italy, that they will be able to. So it's going to be interesting to see that regard. A little bit of a Age 1 battle here. Germany's Explorer is significantly lower than Italy's, and that's really significant because Germany might not be able to build a trading post in transition if Italy keeps harassing here. And so, very nice play by Ezad, just consistently, putting in work on him. Let's see what market techs he has. So he's got hunting dogs. He has the first 2 villager upgrades for blunderbuss and greatcoats. He's now getting placer mines and gang saw. Now building a trading post with his architect. He's on 14 villagers, and he's going to get 16. So yeah, not bad. If we take a look over at Frontline here, he's on 17 villagers. He's got the classic Germany start with hunting dogs, and yeah, looking all right. And he escapes with the explorer. So Robrot, on this map, when you played, what were some things that you really thought were important? to victory for you.
Funny thing is, I also played Italy on this map against I Am Turk.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if Ezad was like, okay, let's do it as Robot, maybe. If you watched the series, probably you did. I think Italy is a good pick here because, as we said, this is a really defensive map. And you have a safe TP on this map. So I think you can safely go FF or even FI on this map as Italy. And I'm still pretty sure that Italy is one of the best civs and that has really good potential in H3 and H4.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm interested in how Frontline is gonna counter this.
Yeah, so speaking of countering, let's maybe see if we can figure out what's going to go on here. So we see Ya GG for Ezad on this deck. So we have here Advanced Politicians, Capitalism was the first card sent. We do have the Maltese and Broken Lance Company in H2, and we're also seeing the Albanian Company in H3. So
Yeah.
a lot of those really powerful mercenary shipments. If we take a look over at Germany,
And as you saw, he has also a lot of H4 shipments,
yes,
which indicates that he maybe has the plan to do that.
absolutely. So if we look over at Germany here, pretty standard. We see Palatine settlements. We do see Irish Brigadiers as well. 5 Dops and 7 Winged Hussars, as well as Lipzener Cavalry in Age 4. A little bit of a contestation going on here. Ezad getting 90 coin and getting snared though, so his trading post is just now complete. He has steel traps in transition. He's building a house with a villager, and it looks like he's going to go straight into Lombards. He's herded in quite nicely. Very nice defensive position with these trees here. Frontline has aged up. Now, Italy, as you may know, Robot, from playing it, can oftentimes age up late, just depending on when the market gets finished and the techs come in, and what techs you get. He's training an Architect right away and going for Uffizi. Outpost coming down with 200 coin, and Frontline is continuing to go back to just snare, but puts 10 villagers inside the TC, and is he going to pay for this? And, ooh, it looks like he will, and he's going to lose his Explorer. Alright, so no barracks, no military building. If we take a look over at Frontline, 2 Ulans now out on the field. We do see a stable start with steel traps, very classic. Now training more Ulans. Basilica going down here on the sort of front side of the base. Herds are kind of out of position, but again, this will provide incredible line of sight. Is he going to get the 5th? He market trades, and I think he did. Yes, he oh no, he didn't. So he sold food to get the 5th Ulan, but didn't get it. Cheeky walls already going up here for Italy, and yeah, herds are in his base. Tower is going to do a lot of damage, 45 damage to Ulans, which again only have, 190 HP. So let's see, what do you think Ezad is going to be doing here? He's shipping 700 wood.
He's also trading musketeers. I don't like this. I really don't like this by Italy because I think if you just age as fast as possible as Italy, you have just more momentum and timing against Germany. And as we know, Germany is really scary in H3.
Yes, yes.
So I think you wanna be up faster than Italy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, making another batch of only 4 Ulans, this house, I think it might have gotten shift-clicked by the settler wagon and never actually got completed, so he unfortunately misses that batch. So he has, I think it's, 11 Ulans now. We do see 5 Musketeers. Now, do you think that Ezad may be thinking here, instead of going for advanced politicians, maybe saving the shipment for H3, and he's going for many Lombards here, and maybe that's why he's making Musketeers, so he has something to defend and not get idled in transition. We do see how many? Okay, so more Ulans being made here. Frontline just going very heavily onto the Ulans, getting a batch of 5. Now going with 4 crossbows. We do see a forward barracks here.
That is a proxy barracks there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not often to see.
You see a church going up, more Ulans. So he's got 16 Ulans, he's gonna get 4 crossbows. Ezad here, going along with this, it looks like. And looks like he may be timing this with Broken Lance Company. And if these crossbows come out and Broken Lance Company comes in with all these musketeers, that could be very dangerous. He is popped. More Lombards. So he now has 5 Lombards. Ulan's trying to get a raid here. Musketeers moving in. There's 15 of them. And Architect doesn't go down. 4 HP left. And these Ulans are, just harassing. But Musketeers going in. And there are 15 of them. Trading post getting sieged on the north side here. And now he's just backing up. Ulan's retreating. Splitting crossbows here. Ulan's picking up the Explorer. Decent amount of resources, and villagers are going to begin going idle here. Architect here is really low. Is it going to die? Broken Lance Company comes out, and he loses 2 architects. That's huge.
Yeah, that's really huge.
Minutemen getting called, and all of these Ulans are just going to trade, it looks like. Musketeers are nowhere to be found. Stradiettes and Papal Lancers here, trading with a ton of Ulans. Musketeers going in. And,
it was still a trade.
yeah.
It was still a trade.
Yeah, I think that's a decent trade. Idling, now seeing that the coin mine in base is gone, so he still has a Papal Lancer, he still has 2 Stradiettes, and again, he can just heal these up. They're destroying the church. Frontline has just reached the Fortress Age, and he lost all of his momentum in Age 2.
Yeah.
Sending now 3 war wagons.
That's the best he can send, because he doesn't have skirmishes in H3.
Right. Crossbows now moving into position here. 23 villagers.
Some war wagons for sure.
Yeah, he needs to. He needs to be spamming. He's calling Minutemen here to try and time it with this. Decides to cancel that and go for villagers. But again, I mean, the war wagons, I guess, could, just kite this forever and efficiently, of course. Papal Lancers and Stradiettes coming in towards the villagers here. War wagons coming into contact with the Musketeers, crossbows as well. Musketeers and Minutemen from the earlier engagement coming in. Ulan's just going in. I don't.
Italy is aging right now, and this doesn't look great for Frontline.
Yeah, Italy's going up. These Musketeers are getting good value. So many more Ulans going down. Only 2 war wagons getting a lot of idle time, forcing Minutemen here. Is Ezad going to send? He is sending advanced politicians, and he's aging up with the bishop, so he's going to get XP with his age up. And look at this. He's got 5 Lombards. He's got a Basilica. And look at this. Imagine trying to push through this choke point with Ulans. Or war wagons. Just...
The good thing about Italy right now is he has 5 Lombards. He has Uffizi. And he has a lot of stuff also invested in the Lombards. For now it looks like Italy is ahead, but that can change fast because it's still Germany in H3, and I don't really know what Italy can do against war wagons in H3 as Italy, because you don't have skirmishes, as I said before.
Yeah. We do see the town center come out, as well as, how much XP is it? Is it 500 or 1,000?
500.
500. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what he's going to do here. Explorer snaring, and he's getting veteran musketeers, and town center is going to go down, and this is a fantastic position for Italy to secure 3 coin mines, very defensive. And yeah, he can take advantage of a huge amount of herds. And if he sneaks that out, now going with Papal Lancers, and let's not forget that they ate the Shadow Tech here. to age 3 and then age 4. So veteran musketeers coming in. He doesn't have a shipment yet, but you know that's the thing about Italy is they can still get tempo from their basilica shipments for 300 of each resource, and they're incredibly effective. Now going with Halbs, and honestly, I feel like Halbs against Germany, just a couple, can be very effective because the Uhlans are very low HP, and you just need something to kind of counter, or just, in this case, block and just hold chokes for. So I really like that. Let's look at Ezad's line of sight here. Discovered most of the map. Frontline, on the other hand, ooh, is he going to find this TC that is going up? It looks like he is, and he's starting to siege it.
You see, Frontline is sending Black Riders right now.
Yes, he is, and oh boy, that's going to be very effective against the composition that is being created by Ezad here. But look at these. 30% range resistance, 800 damage with a 54 attack against infantry. So very, very good. But Black Riders, again, are also good. Decent mass here. Most of them are Minutemen and H2 crossbows, but still got 12 skirmishers here.
But I like the play by Ezad here. He went for the native TP, and you know which native TP that is. With the big button, you get mountain troopers, which is really nice.
Yes, it is. And not only that, your skirmishers can gain more range, and that can be very effective in the late game when you start getting into those Bersagliere and skirmisher wars. Like, you just become so much more effective with 5 movement speed and 21 range. Here come the Black Riders, though. Stratia does go down, and the Black Riders are going to do half damage to this Lancer, and the Lancers are not attacking. One skirmisher. He doesn't even kill a skirmisher. Town center is going down, though. Barracks goes down for Germany. But these Halbs are going to have to run away because these Black Riders can just absolutely eviscerate them.
Is Italy aging?
He's not. How many resources does he have in the Lombards? He has so much wood, so it looks like he's probably sent Lucan financiers and has deposited 1,200. He's burnt through 500 of that. He's also generating a ton of XP per second through each of these Lombards, but he does lose this section of the map, which is very unfortunate for him. Making more Halbs. Let's see what cards he has in age 4. Yeah, I mean, he's not really got the tempo to transition. He's just got no food. Germany here's got full map, now migrating towards these mines that Italy would have liked to take advantage of. Now also building the House of Habsburg, so potentially for Germany could get an age 3 shipment or XP for each of the buildings that they have on the map. Moving in now towards this Basilica, Halberdier and Musketeer against Skirmgoon and Uhlans. We do now see the Albanian company coming in with double Halbs, so looks like it's a full melee comp from Ezad.
I don't know what I can say about this. Because he has Black Riders, and Black Riders are probably the best unit against this composition.
Yeah, I mean, 40% melee resistance, albeit Halbs would do 56, but Black Riders, again, can just kite. And let's not forget that War Wagons also have 20% melee resistance, getting a ton of XP for taking down that Basilica. And now he has a much easier time of dealing with the units here. Going for these Lombards, barely getting any resources out. He has 22 villagers on wood.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, surely with all the gold, maybe Krabats could be... I mean... No, maybe not, because they're...
He doesn't even have that much coin.
Yeah, he needs to... he needs to... Okay, so the Bosniaks and Stratiats are now out on the field. Veteran Uhlans are in. Let's see what Frontline is doing, going into heavily into War Wagons, because he probably sees Italy's deck and thinks, the only thing that can really stop me at this point is Albanian company. And, you know, no stable here for the barracks. is here, but I mean, I don't really see what Italy can do at this point. Germany has so much tempo. They have so much map control. We do see the architects not even building this town center. They're just chopping. Cav combat now coming in for Germany. The Haub's trying to make contact here, but the Skirms and Black Riders just melting a lot of the Haubs, really mistiming this. The Stratiets and Bosniaks are not going in. Elmidi trying to get onto the Cav here. Before Cav combat comes in, he needs to call this big button to get some of these skirmishers out to deal with some of these units. He needs something if he's going in right now. He's got 1,200 wood, and he calls GG. Let's look at the post game here. Frontline coming out victorious in game number 1 over Ezad. All resources gathered. I mean, look at that. He collected so much wood because he had no food, little coin in his base, and yeah, just couldn't really deal with the tempo there of Germany. What were your thoughts of that game, Robot?
I felt like Ezad had this in his bag and then had a really bad H2 there with the 3 Wargans which popped out of Frontline's TC.
Yeah.
And Frontline had a really good timing there, and probably that was also the little icing on the cake, because that won him the game actually. Also the Black Rider shipment, because Ezad lost all his purple lancers in H2.
Yeah, that was really poor, unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really poor, and you can't afford that as Italy against Germany.
Alright, so I'm going to look for the second game here, and all non-ranked matches. So, Robot, I'm going to see, Discord, have they said what the second match is? So, we have Frontline in game number 2 as Iroquois versus Ezad's Brit in game number 2. What do you think about that matchup in particular? I know what I think. Robot?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I was like, sir?
You were like, okay, why isn't he starting to talk?
Sir?
Okay. Well, I think it's... What's the map, by the way? It's Scandinavia, right?
It is...
Yeah, it's Scandinavia. Okay. Yeah, it's Scandinavia.
Okay, yes.
I feel like it's a really good map for Iroquois because you have a dock start, which is always good. And I don't think Ezad is gonna go for GMT builds. So, actually you have to play H2 Longbow Musketeer.
Yeah.
Adding Huss later. So yeah, I'm interested in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure, and I will load the game and then send everyone over to the map intro video. Alright, everyone, I'll send you there.
Longba, I will watch.
The cold winters of Scandinavia do not prevent it from being a resource-rich area, and bountiful seas on each side of the peninsula contribute much to the stunning abundance of resources here. There are always 2 trade routes. They can spawn either along the coasts or behind each player's base.
Hello and welcome back to ESOC Spring Championship Series. It's the semifinals. It's Frontline. It's Ezad on Scandinavia in the color blue here, spawning in as Howden Michonne or Iroquois, we have Frontline, and it looks right away he's going to be placing a dock down. Now, on the other side of the map, his opponent is Ezad in the color red, spawning in as the British. We see him placing one manor down now, and he is picking up a 45 wood treasure. I'm joined here by Robrot today, and I'll tell you what, Robrot, Eero on water maps is really scary. They age up quickly with a really strong economy that can't be raided. You have to deal with it. 4 Kanya, 15 Tomahawk timing push. Also very scary for Brit. On this map, as you can see, the food is kind of spread out, which is very scary. He does have these bushes, but, you know, not really sure how he's going to be able to deal with that pressure. What are your thoughts?
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the second game of the series. And this is a bad map for Brits because you don't have close hunts and you don't want really these berries, and you just want more hunts than this. And the thing is, Iroquois has free water on this map. So yeah, it's a pretty good map for Frontline here. But I think Ezad can maybe counter it by playing aggressive. And yeah, I still think it's a bit favored for Iroquois, but we will see.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, you know, I'm going to do something very interesting while we're watching the transition into the second age here. I'm going to, if you guys notice at the top left-hand corner, we have the statistics for this game and matchup. So if you guys are very interested in seeing those and how each player will play this matchup, that is something you can do. So I saw Ezad chopping a bit. We do see the first boat coming out for Frontline. Now, Ezad was chopping a little bit of wood. He has 78 extra. I don't know why he has so much extra. Maybe he was planning on getting hunting dogs or something, but yeah, very odd macro there. Now, he is shipping his 3 veils. Let's look at each player's deck here. So we do see Pioneers, Town Militia, 2 Caravels, a Frigate, and otherwise pretty standard Brit deck. I think, you know, for this matchup, having Town Militia at this level of gameplay, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it can be very useful, especially on this map. If we look at Frontline over here, so we do see Fish Market, Exotic Hardwoods, Conservative Tactics, 3 Privateer Buccaneers, and we also see Environmentalism. So this, I don't know if you know this card, Robrot, this is mainly for Treaty, but the yield for trees is increased by 400%, and Musket Rider and Forest Prowlers, instead of costing coin, their cost changes to wood. So everything they have changes to the cost of food, wood, or food.
Yeah, which is really significant if you play on a map with low coin mines.
Yes. We do see Ezad aging up with the Governor here. Frontline, now with this build, you get 3 boats and you age up probably at like 315-ish, but you finish aging at around like 330, 340. It's crazy. So very, very interesting. Yep, and here he's clicking up, I'm assuming with the messenger, it has to be. Now, he's going to start transitioning villagers, likely to wood, maybe to get another house, or it looks like he's just going to macro for Big Button here, and villagers, as soon as the Travois comes out, probably place it around here. Let's see where he might place it. Yeah, I think it's probably going to end up like here, cut off these hunts, this mine, be very close to the base. If we look over at Ezad's point of view, he's trying to micro down this, and we already see Frontline age up at 344, and the Travois coming out as Ezad's trying to get this 84 wood, and yeah, Travois going down right now. Let's see what he's doing. He's going for the Big Button, and it's gonna come out really late, and instead of 4 Kanya, he's going for the mixed crates here. Very interesting. What are your thoughts on that?
think that's pretty solid because he also wants to train more fishing boats, and he needs the wood because, as you see, he has no pop.
Yes.
And well, that's a good decision there.
Yeah, yeah. So he didn't macro for a house in transition or make any more boats, but he did, as we see, just get this. Now going into the defensive formation to make himself smaller on the minimap. However, Ezad sees it, and the tower is going down right away in base. Haudenosaunee War Chief coming in, swift paw, swiftly moving towards the Tomahawks here to give his units an extra 10% HP, and they're going to try and do as much damage to this outpost as possible. Barracks is not going up as villagers are inside the town center for Ezad, and he's getting a lot of great idle time there. Tower loses 500 HP, but yeah. Ezad shipping 700 wood, unable to create a villager. Barracks still not created. Got a couple of vills back here. Has some decent line of sight though with these houses. Does not identify where the war hut is yet though. If we take a look back at Frontline, making more boats and tomahawks. And yeah, this is just going to be the macro for age 2. He can of course maybe put down a market, which he is now, so he's probably going to get either gill nets or hunting dogs at this point to help boost his economy a bit. And this is the thing, like, he can apply pressure, now shipping 700 wood, and, you know, just poke on these herds, poke around these houses, force these houses back so that you constrain where the hunts are accessible. And, yeah. What would you do if you were Ezad in this position?
I probably would start with a longbow pike because you need something to kite with, and with musketeers you can't kite against Iroquois, especially when they start making hyenas.
Yes.
And yeah, this looks rough. This looks rough for Brits because he's just now getting the market upgrades, and Iroquois has probably more army and more eco right now.
Yeah, he is on 24 villagers. We do see hunting dogs in, and we do see more boats being created. Now, I will say, though, I agree to start musketeers with Ezad here, because at any point, if you start longbow, and you don't have anything to protect them, one crack shot from the Haudenosaunee Explorer, and then, you know, some split fire from the Tomahawks would just absolutely erase them, and the longbows need something in front of them to protect them where they can just stand still. And a Kanya switch is very possible because of the water as well, so maybe some musketeers. And let's not forget that these musketeers, just at base, are significantly better than the Tomahawks. They have 23 attack versus 19, so they will, you know, stand and trade better. They have a better animation for firing, and yeah, so greedy, going for 2 TPs, 5 vil now. So we saw mixed crates, 600 wood, 5 villagers, and now probably going into Stagecoach. I mean, this is
That's
just...
the right thing. That's
yeah!
the right thing.
Stagecoach pays off significantly faster than Waterwell, and, you know, it's just it's safe as well. Kills a villager here.
Ezad is sending 6 musketeers, which isn't the best shipment to send. And
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to hold for Iroquois maybe, but if he holds, he wins this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's booming so hard, now on 33 villagers with Stagecoach coming in, and, oh, big brain moves here, not getting trapped, and using his Waktare. Ikitenkis, bringing his boats via sea backward. Now we do see some longbows and musketeers coming in for Brit, now double raxing. He is on 32 villagers, and he's still got berries in base. We do see steel traps in for his villagers. 18 musketeers, and, you know, a couple of hyena are out, but these tomahawks are out of position, and Ezad is going for this. And he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to this war hut before it goes down. Did Frontline get too greedy? more Hyena coming out, War Chief coming in, doing the shotgun blast, and doing a decent amount of damage here. Now the Tomahawk's coming in from behind, Kanya is being shipped, but is the War Hut going to go down? If it does, this is huge. And it does! Hyena's trying to do damage from the back here. They do 24 damage to heavy infantry, but they have a really poor firing animation. Explorer trying to snare, and Ezad rightly focusing the Explorer in this situation. And just like that, all of these units lose 10 HP, and he's just going to walk away happily with that. He is up in score, and has some more access to the map now. Ezad now going with 6 longbows, double braxing longbows behind this. And yeah.
He has so much coin for no reason at the moment. He doesn't have a stable yet.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that, to be honest. I mean, he already has steel traps.
I think he runs out of cards and he's just gathering coin.
Yeah, but I mean, he does have this huge herd back here, and he just destroyed the front base, so he can easily start moving out towards this side of the map. We do see the 4 Kanye West now, and the Plague Doctor scouting towards the water just to confirm that there's no counterplay for the docks. We do have 6 fishing boats. Stagecoach is set to wood, so realistically, he's on about 42 villagers. Does not have his... He's now getting the lumber ceremony, which is very, very important for Howd, because most of their units cost a lot of wood, and we do see a corral coming down now, so he's going to be able to go Hyena Kanye West here with just... I mean, this is just scary here.
I feel like Iroquois is already up in economy, and he will have the better army if Ezad isn't making Huss or is aging up, because, well, he's okay. He will make Huss now, which is the right thing.
Yes.
Because he can't win with full infantry against Iroquois.
No.
That's not gonna happen.
Especially when Kanye come in. Now, Huss will outright beat Kanye, and they will trade very cost effectively, because let's not forget these are 75 wood. So, you know, it can go quite nicely for Brits. He's going to try and catch out some of these units here. We do see the Witch Hunter just scouting here, and Ezad picks it up quite nicely. I would like to see either 700 coin or... no, really, I'd just like to see 700 coin just go into Double Racks Musketeer or, you know, Longbow, and then batches of Hussars. We do see 700 coin coming in. He's on 40 vills here.
Wait, why is that on berries? Does he have steel traps yet?
He does have steel traps, yes.
Okay, then this is bad for him.
Yeah, and there's plenty of food back here, so I don't know why he's just not... Like, save this for when you're, like, getting attacked, because you're only gathering at 0.84. So, it feels really poor. We do see Frontline moving out here. He is shipping the Hyena, making Hyena... And looks like he's moving in. He does have quite a bit of Kanye.
This is scary military.
I would honestly like to see him pull some villagers off of wood. And we do see the community plaza down now. If he decides to dance for a combat, this could be horrifying for Ezad. Look at this massive Hyena. That's 21 Hyena, 18 Tomahawks, and 11 Kanyes. Ezad has 16 longbows. He does have a decent mass as well, but pound for pound, I mean...
Oh, big raid on...
we do see a raid, yeah! Oh, 1 villager going down, 2 villagers going down! Oh, does he have... no, he doesn't have the Great Quotes equivalent. 3 villagers, 4 villagers going down! Oh my goodness! Is this what he needed to get back in the game? 5 bills! And is he going to escape with these Huss? There's only a very small amount of Kanye, and he's just going to go for it and just continue killing these villagers. So now on 36 villagers, more like 44 with the Stagecoach line. Now, I tell you what, Ezad has better eco upgrades, because he can gather more food. We do see some Kanye looking over here, but I think this is really close because also there are no, does he have gill nets in? He doesn't even
No,
have
he
gill
doesn't.
nets on these 8 boats,
Yeah.
so I think economies are very similar, to be honest. Oh, is he going to catch out these Kanye? And we do see a dock going down now for Ezad on the other side. Is Frontline going to spot that? And is he going to lose these Kanye? He does spot the dock and these villagers now. The snare from the Husk coming in, but he's microing this quite nicely, splitting his Kanye Wests.
Okay, he's only getting one.
And we do see the Secret Society healing dance coming in for his units. Let's look at the HP. So yeah, a lot of low HP units, and he's going to be able to dance for healing his units. And I think it actually, yeah. We do see some caravels coming in with more docks coming in. We do see some canoes being trained here. So there's a contest on water. Will Ezad be able to come back from this situation? We do see a push here on land. Oh, Nahotan, indeed. Several villagers out here, but many Hus, musketeers, and longbows coming into the fight. We might see a fight here.
He needs a fight. Frontline
Yeah.
has to fight now, or he loses.
Yeah, because the caravels and the European Navy is superior to the Haudenosaunee. And little back and forth here. The dock is now getting sieged down on this side. He is garrisoning canoes on the inside. The longbows are out of position here, and now he's pole tricking. Hus fighting, moving in now. Longbows will beat Hyena. They do significantly better. The Kai. Oh, look at that long range lock on here. Canoes fighting. He does save this dock. What is Ezad doing now? Making another caravel on this side. So 2 canoes coming out from Frontline up here. This is a full battle for water here.
Yes.
And Ezad is 4k up in score. He's got 32 musketeers, 14 longbows, 8 hussars. Frontline, 42 villagers with stagecoach. He's got 18 tomahawks, 13 Kanye, and 20 hyena. Conservative tactics has been sent. So, no, it hasn't actually. Yeah, no, it has not. He really needs that because... No, it has been sent. I take that back. It is very important that he gets these, infantry warhut attack in. And honestly, if he really wants to take water, since he doesn't need much coin at this point in the game, he could do something like ship these 3 buccaneers. Looks like he's going to try and age with 600 coin here. Moving in towards the south side, Robot, what do you think so far? And what do you do if you're Ezad? Looks like Frontline's trying to age. Sending Cav hit points here. There is a larger battle going on in the water here.
Ezad is ahead right now, and the least thing he has to do now is aging up, because aging up could be game losing for him. So I think he has just to continue as he does right now. He has to take the big fight somewhere near, because you don't want that Iroquois gets all the upgrades for his infantry and then also attack dance.
Yeah, we do see 2 caravels going down. One really low caravel. Oh, it's got 30 HP, and the canoes are coming in, but he's gonna get trapped by all of the units on the land here. Is it gonna get a broadside off? It does take down another canoe. The Kanyes are getting jammed in. Musketeers are in melee mode with some of the Kanye West, but they're actually shooting the hyena. Hussars moving in. Longbows raining down, but they're moving. They need to be standing still, readjusting, aiming down onto the tomahawks. The war chief is still up. All the Huss are down. There's only a few Kanye left, and Frontline is escaping with all of his army onto the boats here.
That's great. Yeah, that's fucking great.
That saved his entire mass, because had he lost all of those units, I mean, he's got 19 hyena on this boat. He's got 14 tomahawks, but Ezad is just gonna follow him here.
But Ezad can just age up right now because he took a great fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight for him. All the Kanye's going down. Now going into Bow Pike here instead. shipping 600 coin. We do see some more water battles going on at the top, and it looks like these canoes are putting in work. They can be trained so cheaply and so quickly. Only 100 wood.
But I don't like the fact that Frontline didn't ever use attack dance, which...
He really should have
really
been
cool.
dancing on that entire fight, and he could have
That's...
easily dealt a significant more amount of damage.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Caravels going down. We do see 4 boats here for Ezad, with another fishing boat being trained. Now this dock is doing a 40 damage, so it's basically doing canoe damage back to these canoes. So Frontline is winning the water back. 4K score down. Remaking more boats. Is he going to age now? Ezad pushing with a humongous mass of musketeers, making caravels and pikes, and it looks like he's going to age here. He is. He's aging up with the Admiral of the Ocean. He's got a lot of longbows.
But so is Frontline.
Frontline also aging up with the Chief. So, yeah, he's going to get, I think it's the... So he did the fast age up. He's going to get the, is it 2 Travois? Or the resources? I'm not sure. We'll see. But yep, Caravel's now out. So what he could, you know, if he really wanted to secure water, I mean, he could go for 5 curs here in age 3. Forest Prowlers in this situation are also going to be very, very nice. Players could opt to go for the natives here, potentially get some cheaper units, or excuse me, buildings. And they can also get fishing boats too. Well, no, the fishing boats can gather coin. And it's actually a really nice trickle.
Really poor.
Yeah.
That's really poor.
Yeah.
But as you can see, look at the map, there are barely any hunts left.
Second dock going down. Yeah, there's not much food, so both players desperately trying to fight for water here. And berries in base gone for both players. Second war hut going up. I don't really like that because he's going to get a travois upon aging up. You already have a corral. Save the wood for your upgrades. He is now dancing for his explorer. We do see a battle on water going down. And Ezad smartly not building this dock before the boats left, because had he done that, they could have just turned around and sniped that instantly. So we're remassing Kanye's from Frontline here. Decent mass of hyena. Stagecoach on coin. Now, if we think about it, right, this card in late game could be very nice for him.
Yeah,
considering,
and late game for sure,
yeah.
At the moment, he has a lot of coin left on the map. So
We do see 8 Forest Prowlers coming in, and now Forest People Ceremony, the 3rd market upgrade at the wood for the Haudenosaunee. Some low HP boats. He needs to micro this boat down, and he needs to bring
the 8 with the caravel.
Yeah! The caravel could have... Oh, it does take down 2 boats, so getting value out of it. Is it going to get the 3rd down? It does! So, really nice, and let's not forget, he gets the 300 wood from the age up. We do see an engagement here. What is Ezad doing? Going for falconets, getting veteran musketeers, veteran hussars. Stagecoach is now on wood. He's on 68 villagers here.
Frontline has to dance for the attack dance because he can't win a fight without it.
He needs to, and he needs to start training musket riders, because musket riders, there's too much mass here to block for falconets, and musket riders are their sort of dragoon culverin in age 3, and that's also Kanye. They do have a multiplier against artillery, but look at this mass, and through these chokes, he's going to be able to use a lot of drag boxing for falconets. Dock going down. We do have more canoes coming in. The 2 falconets are in a town center going up on the water here next to this outpost. Really wants to secure this portion of the map, and if he does, that could be huge. Trading more forest prowlers. He has so much food, but he needs to transition to coin. How does a very heavy coin civ in age 3? And they don't have the best coin economy. Shipping 6 Kanye. He needs these upgrades here. I mean, surely generating XP and reducing the... Well, yeah, I don't know. He could reduce the coin cost shipments of those curs by 25% as well. He has... How many Kanyes does he have here? All of the lights, dun 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 dun. Kanye West. Calling the big button for more tomahawks. 33 tomahawks, 16 forest prowlers, and 22 hyena. So he has a humongous mass. Does he have forest prowler, or excuse me, warrior combat in yet? No, he does not. More Kanyes. Brett here taking the berries.
This looks worse and worse for Frontline.
Yeah, his window of opportunity is slowly going away. He's lost water on this side of the map. And, yeah. We do see some raiding going on here with some Kanyes taking down one villager. Is Ezad paying attention? He's going to lose 2 now. The big fight's about to happen, though.
Could be the deciding fight.
Yeah, I think so. Is Frontline dancing? He's dancing with 2 villagers on the community plaza. He needs to have more than that. Now moving the villagers. 20. Yeah. This is it. Take these villas off of wood. You don't need wood. You're getting forest prowlers. You're getting... You know, I mean, sure, maybe tomahawks. Like, the water is lost. There's not much fish flesh to invest in. There's a TC here. He sees it too. 4 falcon nets for Ezad here, pushing in. These forest prowlers are so good. 21 damage. But, ooh, nice volley there. Doing so much damage, and I hear a farm coming down now. That feels so bad. There's still a herd back here.
I think he doesn't see that.
Yeah, raiding here.
I think if Frontline just takes 25 villagers on the fire pit and just goes in, he wins this fight, but he isn't doing this.
He's got so much military pop, and he needs to go in. He might be needing to sell for curs if he's going heavy cav, or maybe get musket riders here. This villager, more villagers going down, but I mean, he's fine. These falconets gonna do a ton of damage here. What is he gonna ship?
Probably Inf Combat.
Yeah, that would be a really great card here. He is going for the 5 curs.
Okay, okay.
And the... Oh boy, Ezad. Is he gonna get... He's gonna get rocked here? Oh no, one forest prowler is not invisible. So he sees the forest prowlers moving around there still. So, actually... Oh! Very unfortunate for him. But these trees are gonna be such poor pathing for him.
He's still not using attack dance, and I can't believe this.
He's... Oh god, he's building more war huts.
Like, how can you not use the most important thing when you have to fight a big fight?
He has villagers in this TC. Bring all of these villagers. Literally bring everything. You need to. The Kanyes are now engaging. They're trying to flank around, but there's just too much infantry. Big button tomahawk coming in from the other side here. They're engaging. The town center goes down. And where are the curs going to come from? He needs to be dancing. Ezad still has 3 falconets. They get huge volleys off, though. A lot of these units are dying here, shipping longbows. The curs are coming in.
Just imagine this fight with attack
he
dance.
crushes this with attack dance. There's only musketeers left, and Frontline here. He still has 14 Forest Prowlers, he's got 14 Tomahawks, he's got 8 Hyenas, and 2 Curse. Oh man, that just feels so bad. If he were dancing, he would have cleaned here.
Yeah, and this could be the game-losing thing for Frontline because the score is looking worse and worse for him.
Ezad now retreating with his units. Took a fantastic fight there. Let's see what else he has left. He could send Yeoman. He could send 5 Hus. He could send 1k gold. 8 Vills. I mean, anything at this point really would be great for him. He could go into more Falconets. I mean, there's not a lot of Kanye left. There's just a massive infantry. Massing into longbows here. So maybe Yeoman might be his next bet here. That was a great engagement for him. Despite the pop and the flanks just not dancing, I mean, just surely getting a 12% increase on your combat would be incredible. We do see a forward outpost and artillery foundry here, getting sieged down now. Now making more canoes.
Yeah, I still don't know why Frontline didn't attack then.
Yeah,
I really
it's just...
don't know.
A lot of longbows here, getting drag boxed here. The Huss and Musketeers getting forward now. Huss tanking, and let's not forget these Huss will absolutely decimate these Kanya. And the Forest Prowlers, they're trying their best. They're shooting some of the Huss, though. They need to be focusing on the Musketeers. Musketeers just shooting a couple, not meleeing longbows. They're shooting whatever they want because they do decently against cavalry. But they are shooting the Tomahawks and the longbows down. More longbows on the back here. And all the Musketeers are going down. And there's actually a decent amount of cav left.
This is a great fight for Frontline again.
This is a great trade here. And longbows cannot kite. We do see more Huss, so longbow Huss against Kanye Forest Prowler. Who's going to win?
Oh yeah, Ezad's gonna win this fight. And
Yeah,
I think
he
Frontline will
is.
resign after this.
5k score difference. More longbows, and again, these longbows will do very well because they fire at 1.5 rate. And there's so many Huss left. More Huss coming in from the flank here. We do see a massive water battle going on as well. Town Center shooting at canoes. Caravel doing damage as well. Villagers getting shot by the canoes and having to retreat. More Hussars coming in. Explorer going down for Frontline. Ezad is just going in with these Huss. Now sending musket riders, but it feels too late. Getting veteran pikemen. Man.
Yeah, 69 villagers, that's insane.
89! Open your eyes, good sir. 89
yeah,
villagers.
Oh yeah, sorry for that.
Insane. He does have now getting our artificial fertilizer. He's got 2 mills down. He's got stagecoach. Got gang saw. 2 TCs protecting several whales on this side of the map here. Looking really good for Ezad.
How many villagers has Frontline?
He's on 56. He is now getting his second round of villager improvements for the farms here. I mean, he could just be on this herd, and he's so much coin.
Just doesn't look like Frontline's coming back.
I honestly think the only thing Frontline can do here, build, excuse me, a lot of, first off, he needs another TC. I'd place that back here, place war huts down, put everyone on food, and he is going for the big button Strawberry Festival, which is going to give him, how much food is it going to give him? Let's see. So he gets 1,000 food. I think if he tries to maybe sneak in an industrial, age up with the 2 light cannons, ship 4 light cannons, and then maybe he might have a chance. Huge raid here with Hussars. Down 6k score, still dancing for his hero, which is down, and it's going to take 95 seconds. We do see some Kanye's raiding here on this coin mine with the musket riders. Killing a couple of Vills. Ezad losing several villagers. This is going to be 4 Vills going down. Yeah, he loses 4 vills before moving back. So 55 vills for Frontline. Ezad on 89. Going into Hush Pike. And this dock is going to get stopped. These vills might die to these canoes. But they actually... Oh, is it going to die? We do see another raid and a huge push here. 3 Falconets coming in. Flank of cavalry, though, trying to push up against this. The Falconet goes and takes down the war huts. Huge raid here, so many villagers, massive volley. We see Mantlets coming out in a competitive 1v1 game.
The last hope.
Mantlets are coming in. Now, these things cost 80 wood and 80 coin. They do have 50% range resistance and 28 damage, but, yeah. Longbows, and there goes GG. What a game. Proper game, that one. We had a huge rush. Ezad holding it off. Bit of water. We also see the frigate coming in at the end there. Great game. And really well played.
I didn't use attack dance once in this game.
That honestly lost him the game.
Yeah, exactly. And he will think about this after the series if he loses the series. And he will be very upset about that.
I mean, I think this is really the telling situation, right? So they were very even on villagers. Frontline stopped making boats, right? And then Ezad got a second TC after getting down a dock on the other side. And then, you know, started docks on both sides, really contesting. If we look at this. Pound for pound, if these 116 military population had an extra, say, 15-20% combat stats,
yeah,
this would have been... there would have been nothing left.
Yeah,
and look how well this was for him too, but he's still... man.
And even in the first fight, in the first big fight, he could have won the first big fight.
Exactly. He could have easily dominated this fight if we look at all resources gathered. Wow, Ezad doing a really nice job there. All right, let's send you guys back to the main screen.
And we already have the third matchup.
Yes. So Ezad taking game number 1 there, or 2, excuse me. What a game. That was a really nice game. Proper water map. Really nice defense and rush that was held off, and very interesting that. What were your thoughts, Robrot?
I think Frontline could have won this game.
Yeah.
And Ezad did well, considering that he had a really hard start because he had no hunts at the start, and he was kinda gathering the berries with 10 villagers.
Yeah,
meanwhile he had 2 hunts in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, that felt really bad. I think he was honestly just very cautious though because of the units, like the Kanye's roaming around the back. Now, do you want to know what matchup number 3 is? Take a guess. So
I think it's Frontline India and Russia Ezad.
Okay, so you just read off of the the Discord. Fair enough. I can't really blame you, but thanks for playing along there. So interestingly here, Ezad picked first, and he's going Russia. So Frontline, on the other hand, as we just heard from Mr. Robrato, is playing India. So, the game, let's go try and find that. This matchup has always been quite interesting. I think it really depends on the map. And how many Cossacks Russia can get out. And if they lose their first, like, mass immediately. What do you think?
And you know what? The map is Cascade Range.
Yes, yes. Now, let's send you guys over there.
Range is an inhospitable mountain range along the North American west coast. Its sparse hunts and small tin mines are complemented by an equally limited amount of fish in 2 small lakes on the sides of the map. Be quick to collect the many unguarded beaver treasures because you won't find much else.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3 of this semi-final in the spring tournament hosted by ESOC. In the color blue, in the southeastern side of the map, we have Frontline spawning in as India. His opponents, none other than Kex Ezad. Kex Ezad. Playing as the Russians. Now, this map, definitely very low hunt, very low res, have to push out a base, have to gain middle map control, and these are both, can be very aggressive civs. I suspect we will see Russia being the more aggressive, putting a forward blockhouse down, and India playing an in-base aggro. What do you think is going to happen?
I feel like, I don't know, I have a feeling that this game will last a long time.
Really?
I don't know why, but I just have a feeling like that. It's probably an even matchup on this map. So
Yeah.
I'm interested in how they play it out.
Ezad here, just perfect. Oh no, not perfect macro. So this is why I don't like splitting villagers on these crates, because sometimes you'll overgather here. Looks like he's picking up more wood. Is he maybe going to get... Yeah, so I think he's going to go for a market start. Oh no, that's not his explorer. He's down here. So he is... I don't see what he's picked up, but we do see India picking up 40 food and a nice wood treasure over here. The nice thing for India on this map is, since the treasure guardians are very small, you can easily split up your Indian explorers in Age 1, which are relatively weak, and just have them go and get more treasures than your opponent. Now, Robrot, please tell me about the natives on this map.
Yeah, I think you watched someone's series. Well, yeah, I think it's a really good native map, especially with France. And yeah, we have the Clamafs here. They are not the best skirmishers, but they cost 100 food and 30 wood, so it's a good price, you know. And you get skirmishers on H2. And we have the Nutka. And the important thing about Nutka is you can train a batch of 10.
Yes.
Like the pikes, like the Mexican pikes.
Yeah, and they're really cheap too. Like, they cost a lot of food, yes, but in terms of overall wood cost, the more expensive, slower unit, it's only 15. And then there's a lot of good techs here where you can get villager hit points, or you can get the Nutka War Chief, and I think there's an ability from one of the natives that increases melee. Maybe there's not, but the Klamath, you can get faster working rates for 300 resources. Very expensive, not very good. Late game, you can get food crates, and then you can also get improvements to your Klamath Rifleman of 25% in Age 3, but we'll see if that gets there. We do see an in-base aggro fort here from India. All villagers except for one going on to wood, pretty classic. Let's look over at Ezad. He's not yet aging up, and as classic as Russia, perfect age up of 3 minutes. He did not get hunting dogs, but went for a market, which is quite interesting. So we do see 3 villas going, and I'm assuming he's probably going to place it, I want to say here. I am thinking Frontline's thinking the same thing. He's like, damn, this herd is looking like a potential blockhouse. Let's look at each player's deck. Tell me what you think of India's deck here. I don't know if you know a lot about India, but ooh, interesting. We see favorable karma. So it increases the hit points and damage by 60%, and it allows them to train tigers.
That's a card you don't see every day.
Yeah, this is a great card against Russia, the Bhakti Tiger Claws. They're kind of like Lancer shock infantry, if you will. Let's look over at Russia's deck here. So we see Manchu, a lot of Strelets oriented cards, no heavy cannons. 700 food is in deck, and on this map, I agree. Now, I won't go into the 7-card rant that is not convincing anybody for Russia. But anyways, civil servants coming in from the markets for India here. We do see 2 villagers going towards the Agra Fort. In the next 20 seconds, he'll be aged up. The Indian explorer is getting bullied by Tsar Ezad. Yikes. Tsar Ezad is kind of scary.
And he also has the avatar skin, which isn't unlocked for free.
I wouldn't want to be under Tsar Ezad's rule, that's for sure. The corner raids from Opernix would be insane. Anyways, we do see the age up now coming in. What is he going to ship first? We do now have the shipments, and I'm assuming it's going to be either 700 wood. Okay, so he's going for foreign logging, another a bit greedier, a bit riskier as well. You won't get your market techs up. You know, you won't have as much infrastructure. You won't be able to get a consulate down. But he's probably going to go for this and then 700 wood into 300 export. We do see the forward blockhouse and this herd being shot away. Ezad is going for 5 Cossack. He isn't training any units, though. Usually you want to train units, then send your shipments so that you can time them together and not, like, because you can't... Okay, so he's going for Strelets start. So Strelet Cossack is going to be the play here. I think that's a wise decision. Strelets with the range resistance, obviously. You know that there's going to be 2 sepoys out. And also you can harass more effectively with Strelets because of the range resistance.
I think there's late timing.
It's probably 15 seconds late, yeah, I would say, because of the... again, he, instead of training Strelets right away, then queuing the Cossacks and overpopping, then gathering your wood and then putting down your houses. That's how you get everything out very early. Because that shipment comes in 40 seconds, but the training units will come in around the same time. So, anyways, we do see sepoys out here, and the explorers are going to chase. Is he going to get the explorer? That could be nice for 45 XP on a map with no training posts. Now, this could be an okay fight here for India, or excuse me, for Russia, if he's able to use the Strelets to effect. He needs to snare with the Explorer on these sepoys.
Yeah, that's a bad fight for Frontline here.
He is walking too close, though. I mean, look how much damage the elephants are doing. But he does get 90 XP for killing both. 700 food now coming in. And does he have steel traps? Okay, canceling for 700 wood. Does have steel traps in, very nice. And the Strelets are just going to chase after the snared sepoys. Let's not forget, sepoys are not good against Cav. So, really nice trade there. Losing 2 Cossacks, but he picks up 5 sepoys and 90 XP. And the 2 explorers. So, really nice job. So, interesting. We do see the consulate coming down and 300 export being shipped.
Both monks and losing 7 sepoys for free is... Well, it wasn't...
It was 5 sepoys, yeah, he didn't get out the full batch of 7, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So
but still, not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, now sending 300 export. Now I will say though, getting you know, maybe ASAPs or the Delhi in particular with the Romeliats. I mean, they would just eviscerate these Cossacks. More Strelets, like, it would just be so good. Maybe time that with 4 Sours. Could be very strong. So, Ezad here, making some ruskets now, sensing that he's weak to Cav. He's and here's the thing, Ezad is an India main, right? So, I want to pull up the statistics of this match here. What do you call it? Let's see. Where is it? Not the scoreboard. The Yes, this. No, okay, whatever. I'll try and find it next game. But anyways, my point is that Ezad knows the timing, so he's making Ruskets now because he knows that India is probably getting export in, and we do see the Ottoman alliance. The Rumeliats are out on the field now. ASAP's also coming in with Gurkhas being trained. He does get his explorers back. The Rumeliats, I think, should go raid. Russia, if you raid Russia, since they have to train everything in batches, if you deny them by, like, even a couple of seconds, that delays 5 musketeers or, you know, villagers, and they can just go idle because their macro is so delicate that you need so many villagers on food to produce, you know, because it's for all of this. Yes, they're cheaper in total, but you still need to gather 377 resources, you know what I'm saying? So even idling for a couple of seconds can be very nice here. 700 food being picked up. We do see a stable now. This is really nice play from Russia here. You always have to add in Cossacks. I know people think we do also see the double blockhouse. I would have maybe liked to see it be closer. Yeah, it's so far away.
Yeah. That's so far away, and you don't want this. You want them close to each other.
We do see the timing now coming in for the 5 Sepoy, 4 Sours coming in with the Rumeliats, and Azap's do really nice siege damage. Strelets are just getting picked up here. Let's not forget that there's some Gurkha here who have more range than the Strelets. Nice little choke, but Ruskets popping out on top of the Delhi, but they're just destroying them. Elephant's taking a nice soak here. Blockhouse doing some decent damage, and well, it needs to be focusing down the low HP cavalry. Sowers coming in. Ruskets now meleeing. These Delhis are all going down. There's 1 left and 2 Sowers. 5 Cossacks coming in on the back of this. 5 Sepoys being shipped. Ezad training Strelets and shipping 13 Strelets here. I think this is a really nice fight for... I don't know, actually. I mean, these blockhouses will take down these paper Strelets, or Sowers, and he's going to have Ruskets and Sowers popping here. The Strelets are coming out.
He lost so much score and
yeah,
military there.
And he loses that rack, so the Strelets aren't even going to come out. He has to re-queue them. But there's only going to be Ruskets here. 3 villagers up for grabs, potentially. And these Gurkha are going to be very nice here. And a little bit of drag box. Ooh, a little bit of poor pathing on that drag box there. But the... Oh man, the Cossacks are losing so much HP. Now shipping 5 Cossacks, training more Cossacks. His macro is looking decent. Sepoys, though, trying to snare these 4.5 movement speed Strelets. Gurkhas just coming in, and there's so many Sepoys here from Frontline. He's got 15 Sepoys, 6 Gurkhas, and he still has 5 Azaps.
Frontline building a stable, or is he just pumping out? No, he isn't. Okay.
He's not. Yeah, he's just going 5-5, and it looks like he might be trying to age behind this. If he kills all of these units, why not? Takes down the blockhouse, regains some map, and to his name. So, yeah, looking at a really strong position. And then if he goes Mahout, he ages up with the Charminar Gate and gets a Mahout. What does Russia do there? We do see the Cossacks popping out, though, with the Cossack timing. Strelets are shooting at the Sepoys, but in melee mode... Cossacks going onto the Gurkhas, and but the Strelets are not doing too well here. There's a lot of Gurkha Cossacks going down. Ezad down 5k score.
Yeah, this is looking like GG.
32 villagers for Russia. Frontline is on 36. He could ship villagers potentially next from the consulate. I mean, he's looking really good. These villagers are going to go down here. The blockhouse goes down, and Ezad calls GG. What are your thoughts on that game, Robot? What went wrong for Ezad? What went well for Frontline? And what might have been different there?
I feel like Ezad had the late timing with the first push he did, and he actually got a good first fight, because
yeah,
went out with 5 Sepoys there.
Oh no, it was 7 Sepoys. You were right. Yeah, he lost all 7.
Right?
Yeah. And
it was 7.
oh yeah, it was just that the timing, once India hits that timing after they get their first eco shipment in, and they then get the trickles and the cav shipments, it is such a very effective timing because you can just do so much damage. And especially, like, sowers suck, don't get me wrong, but against Strelets, like, they're kind of made for that, you know? And
Yeah, they do great against relics for sure.
yeah. Alright, let's send you
That's
guys
probably
back.
the only unit they do great against.
Yeah. Let's send you guys back to the home screen. Be right back. Alright. So, updating the scores there. What a game that was. I like that map a lot, actually. It's very interesting. You force people to come out and, like, really engage early on. So, it is now 2-1 in favor of Frontline. That was game number 3 where Ezad lost after the 2 blockhouses were destroyed. And India coming out victorious there. Now, let's see here. Game
We
number
don't have
4.
the next matchup, sadly.
Okay, alright. I'll see if it can come up on the map. So,
The map is Mongolia.
okay, so Mongolia, a livestock map. Now, let's not forget, Frontline banned Ezad's Ethiopia. So maybe we could see Hausa, we could see India from him, maybe some mid-aggro aggression, and get some of the livestock, kind of similar to what Turk did against you. But we could also see what you did to Turk and play Ethiopia and have that insane cow eco and just be triple raxing and just have insanely good power spike.
Yeah, it's insane to play Ethiopia on this map, and you can probably hold it with India, but yeah, I think ESOC has to play India on this map, and Frontline will probably play Ethiopia on this map.
Yeah, so it actually will maybe surprise you. You were right. We do see Ezad queuing up as India, but surprisingly, Frontline is not picking Ethiopia. He's going with Hausa. Now, I think at this current
Interesting.
point in the meta, that
Interesting.
wouldn't you agree? I think Ethiopia is just the better civilization and pick at this point. I mean, better units, better tempo. Yeah, I mean,
For sure, yeah. I mean, especially on the livestock map, I think it's just better to pick Ethiopia here. And Ethiopia has, I think personally, the much better unit composition in H2 as well.
yeah. All right,
And,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Let's send everyone to the map intro.
Players begin in generous grassland on the southern side of the map. To the north lie the fertile slopes of the steppe, where players will extend their reach in order to bolster their economies and reach the distant trade route. The number of grazing animals is astounding and can be utilized to great advantage.
Hey everybody, I'm Hong PA, and I'm joined here today with Big Robot. This is game number 4 of the ESOC Spring Championship semi-final series between Frontline and Ezad. We're on Mongolia. We've got Hausa as in the color blue for Frontline, and in the color red, we have Ezad playing one of his main civilizations, India. Now, this map, of course, littered with livestock, which is great for both civs, particularly great for Hausa, because, well, yeah, DE, baby. They can just gather a ton of influence, they can get a ton of value. Like, each cattle could potentially be 500 wood or coin, so very powerful. India, on the other hand, will get XP, so they're generating 0.1 XP per second, and then they get an additional 0.15 if there is a sacred field that they are tasked to. So we'll see if he decides to invest in that. Both players getting their Mongol scout, and going around the map. So yeah, we see 2 yaks coming in for Hausa here, 1 so far for Ethiopia, or excuse me, India. Yeah, so tell me your thoughts on this matchup.
I think it's DE against non-DE Civ, so I probably think Howler is in favor here, but it also depends a lot on the H1, on how many X does Hauser get and how many X does India get.
Yeah.
Normally, India should get more because they have 3 scouts, but Frontline is doing a good job so far, I think, and Ezad should go for mid-aggro here on
Oh,
this map.
absolutely. This position here, I mean, the proximity from here to here is like same frame, right? And I do agree that this is probably slightly Hausa favored, but I do have to say one thing about this matchup. The thing that makes Hausa in H2 particularly strong in the meta for their build is that they go for the Songhai build where they get the big button where they can just generate raiders. But, you know, India has goons in H2. Albeit they're not great, they can be amassed, you know, quite quickly, and then with a couple of cards could really be effective. There's also Rajputs that are a great option for melee, and Fellaini versus Gurkha, like, as long as Gurkhas try and kite, they can do really like nice job since they have more range in H2 than Fellaini's do, where they have to stand and fire, albeit they have more speed. So it's going to be very interesting. But I think Ethiopia has just the better roster. They can go for pretty much anything. We do see, let's look at the decks here. So, Frontline here. We do see Mongolia. He does have Pulaku code. He also has Kus, which grants a small sum of food for each of your fields on the map. So definitely a late game card. We do see 4 Griots and Silversmith in deck. We see 8 Berbers and this card, which converts all of your Senga cattle into influence, and it replaces them with unfattened cows. A great card, especially on this map. Like, the amount of influence you can generate is insane. He's on 14 villagers. He does have his hunting dogs in. If we take a look over at India, he's got 14 vills, so he's not chopping any more wood. He does have distributivism in by the looks of it. And let's look at his deck. So we do see enlist regulars. We also see food silos, Dravidian martial arts, camel attack, desert terror. We do see 2 Mahouts, no Howdas in deck, and no, let's see. Yeah, other than that, pretty standard. Decent deck. Ezad, a great India player. His home city, level 131. We do see some battle trying to get some of these yaks here. Ezad is doing an in-base Carney. Oh, yikes.
I don't like this.
Frontline's gonna love that. You can punish in-base Carney with... Well, you know what? Maybe he's doing in-base Carney and going to go for a stable. Because think about it. You can go... You have to build a military building, but you get 200 wood when you age up. He's probably thinking, right... I can go stable and stop any raiders from coming into the map and any of the potential raiding tempo. So I don't dislike it, but you know, it's...
He's building it with 5 villages.
He is. That's a lot. And his transition eco is going to suffer, but he's going to age up in the next 30 seconds. So, yeah, I mean, interesting. But the thing with this Carney is, like, it doesn't really cover a ton of resources, right? Like, there's not a lot of trees here. There's a gold mine, which is nice, but otherwise, we do see he has 5 yaks, so I don't really think that warrants a sacred field. I think a trading post might just be better. But if he wants an in-base XP, he could be going with that. We do see the Songhai from Frontline here. So yeah, he's going for that build. I'm assuming he's going to go for Palace of Amenia, card number 1. He's going to get the 200 coin from the age up so he can get either the snares in H2, or he can just build his first batch of raiders. How many cows does he have? This is really important to see. Oh, yikes. He's got 6 yaks. And let's not forget that Hausa gets a yak, or excuse me, a Sangha cattle per shipment. So he's going to have so much value. This university generating 1.5 influence per second. If he gets a palace here, that's going to be really nice defensively for him, and it's also going to increase the influence generation. This is also a great map for Ethiopia, or excuse me, Hausa, because they can build a lot of palaces and universities at these native posts around resources or at the trading posts to generate even more influence. And we do see a side war camp here. Sneaky, sneaky. Does Ezad see this?
Not yet.
Not yet, because the cart isn't down. Oof.
Just imagine you can go for the Tangri natives on this map. And Tangris are really good, also with their technologies.
Yeah, so you can increase the speed of cavalry, and you can also get fast some yaks. Let's not forget that they also attack faster. So hand cavalry, dragoons, like it's so good to get that tech. These natives themselves, though, suck. The archers, they're booty cheeks. It's just the tech is good. Rattan shields might be nice for India because you can increase your wood chopping by another 20%. It is an expensive tech. We do see the... Okay, oh, so Ezad now spots the forward tower, or excuse me, palace, and war camp. So, and he's going for TPs here, which makes me think that he's going to, yeah... I would like to see this closer to the trading post so that it actually is in the radius of the, you know, like behind these trees so that it gets more influence. We see 5 raiders coming out.
He didn't scout the palace yet, though.
No, he has not. So, we have 10 raiders out on the field. Rajputs are being made, so Ezad opting to go for Rajputs. Now building a consulate, getting 300 export here.
I like this Rajput player.
I do too. Rajputs are a really great option, and he can also have a lot of siege potential, and these are really good units. Like, they're really good. 36 damage to cavalry, 35 siege, and he's now got a decent amount of them. The problem is just going to be going to catch these 7-speed units. But he's going to be able to protect his eco and not really get punished. We do see the Fellaini archers now coming into position, though, for Frontline. What else is he doing? So he's got the Fellainis coming in, and these do really nicely against heavy infantry. 1.75 multiplier, which is higher than the typical... well, actually, it's not too base, but they fire at 1.5, so yeah, they do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
I kind of like this positioning, honestly, from him, because there's not really, I mean, other than, like, these gold mines down here, which can be relatively safe. Yeah, he's coming in. We do see Delhi's and Sowars coming in. He's got 10 raiders, but there are quite a few of these Rajputs. We do see the sentries getting called too, and these Fellainis might get caught out, and he's snaring with the scout. And if these Rajputs catch up, they might put in absolute work here. The Remeliats are coming out too. This could be a cleanup. Nice micro, splitting these apart and pull tricking his Fellainis forward towards the fort. Really nice micro. What is he making here? Making javelin riders. Here come the Remeliats, and now this Gedan Anka frontline fort is going to be doing 30 damage with 1 splash, and the Rajputs have connected! They've connected onto the Fellainis! The Remeliats and the Sowars are coming in too! Stagecoach is coming in on 4 TPs! This is insane, he's going to get so much influence! Javelin Riders are a great response here. He's going to be able to just, you know, whittle down everything, and the the Fellainis pop on the wrong side! No. They're getting deleted! And he's shipping more raiders! Oh, that was so unfortunate. He loses those for free. The Javelin Riders are now actually getting attacked, but 2 go down, and he's not microing this very well, I'm gonna be honest. He needs to be kiting. The Raiders just say fuck it and go in. A nice stomp from the Indian Explorer, stunning several units. A lot of the Rajputs go down, but I think this was a great trade for Ezad. now making sepoys. Shipping sepoys, making more Rajputs. And these Rajputs, man, Azab's now on the field as well. And, yeah, this is a great fight so far for him.
I feel like Frontline is still way ahead.
He
because
is. He's got
fought
Stagecoach,
Stagecoach.
yeah. And look at this. He's just, oh my goodness. He's going to be able to build so many palaces, so many universities around the map. He could put all of this on influence. I mean, let's look at potentially what he could train from here. He has the chance to train Centaur Horsemen, Almedes, and more fighting going on. Azap's in melee mode with the Rajputs. Javelin Riders trying to do as much damage as possible. Fellaini's not kiting, getting snared by the Rajputs. And he's losing a lot of units here. He's just trickling things in now.
What is Ezad doing if he can switch to his POV?
Still going for Azab's here. He's on 33 villagers. On the Ottoman consulate still, and he's gonna back up, it looks like. And yes, now we see, is this, okay, I need to see this. Oh, it is in range of the trading post, so he's gonna have a lot of XP generating here. Or excuse me, influence. I would like to see a palace here to not only protect his forward base, but also generate more influence. But yeah, he's looking really good here. And he's getting like a nice skirm. And this is the thing. This is like Hausa has a perfect answer to pretty much everything. We do see some Rajput raiding here by Ezad. And is he gonna get this Vil? He is, and he spots this fort here. Is he gonna siege it? Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, that's going to go down, so it's going to delay him a little bit, but he's going to get caught out by this massive Javelin Riders. We do see the Griots now out on the field, and those are going to be really nice to stun a lot of the infantry. We do see some Sowers, Rajputs, Azaps, Sepoys, so a huge 4-piece comp versus Javelin Riders. And yeah. So this is generating 1.85 influence. We do hear the Griots drumming away here.
I'm loving the fact that Hausa just has over the minimap just
Yeah.
7 or 8 icons.
I mean, look at this line of sight. This is disgusting. The Toot is coming in. Units getting stunned. Kiting with the Javelin Riders here. Virjanada, Ezad is trying to snare. The Sowers are moving in. They have 7.5 movement speed. The Griots are just standing in front. And Fellaini Archer's getting trained. Sepoy's trying to kill the Griots. The Griots do go down. Are the Rajputs going to do enough? He decides to go back and kill these reinforcements, potentially. And he's got a snare! This is kind of like Spain's Rod Lancer, if you will. These Rajputs. And we see Raiders coming in, but they're not going to be able to do much. These Sepoys going to be able to take down some of these units. And if they do, that's a great position. Reinforcements getting taken down, and now he's starting to siege down some of this infrastructure here. The fort is so low.
Just the thing, right? India is just a better unit composition in H2, and Hausa can't really make units that counter this.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would have really liked to see a Khan and Kobia in deck. That would have been a great answer. Just some really good splash damage musketeers. But yeah, Ezad is doing really nicely here. He's got, and let's not forget, these Sowers have 7.5 movement speed. So it is truly Rod Lancer. And I really like to maybe see these go into melee mode. They are in melee mode, so they do a lot more damage and bypass the range resistance when in melee mode. So they do 45 damage to cavalry. Really nice game, this. Scores are ahead for Ezad. Frontline on 28 villagers. Ezad now on 42. Shipping camel attack here. This fort is still up, but look at this massive Sowers. I mean, this is just showing Ezad's experience as India, because, I mean, he's doing a really nice job here. Now mixing in some Gurkhas, and yeah, he's got his 2 wood trickles in. He can go for Desert Terrier. I would like to see Dravidian Martial Arts next. I think that is really important. I mean, this gives Rajputs an extra 20% hand attack, which is insane. Decent
and
mass.
So was 15%, which is also nice.
We now see Palaku Code. He doesn't really have anything else. I mean, surely you send... I don't know, actually.
I think you just sent that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Palaku Code coming in, kind of like their Eco Theory, but better. So, as you can see, better gather rate on berries. So, running out of safe food, I would honestly like to see him use his Explorer. Oh, his Explorer is dead. But yeah, he needs more map control. He needs more presence based on... like universities and palaces. They're very important to their total generation because the big button, you know, is what a lot of his influence is going toward, and it's really important that he's able to just generate cavalry because they have multipliers versus Gurkhas, and they're really good siege units. More Rumeliots coming out, and you know, if Ezad takes this TP line, now sending Dravidian Martial Arts, like if he gets some castles out here, the TP line as well, like that would be so good for India. Fellaini archers now being trained. What do you think? What would you do if you're Frontline? Kind of on the back foot here, compositionally, and losing map control, losing a lot of infrastructure. Your opponent's getting stagecoach. What would you be thinking right now?
I would be thinking, fuck, what did I warn in this game to be a step back against my opponent, because I think Frontline had the upper hand for a long time, but couldn't use that for his own. So I think it looks rough and more rough for Frontline, and Ezad is just doing his own stuff and will probably age soon.
Yeah, I think honestly going for the 4 TPs right away was maybe too greedy. Like he could have easily invested like, you know, 400 wood here into like war camps and just been triple raxing off of stagecoach with cow eco. And how would Ezad stop that? Like there's no amount of units that India could produce in that same time period if you're just able to do that, right? And mix that in with the big button from the town center, and it would be really difficult to stop, honestly. Catching out these Rumeliots, though, so that is really nice.
We have technical issues. The stream is lagging a bit.
Oh, it's lagging? Okay, I'm gonna pause the game here. Alright.
You can close the Discord if you want to.
No, it's fine. I'll keep it up. I will close the stream itself. Give me a second. Sorry, everybody. Alright. Alright, let's load back in. Alright, is the stream better now? Let me know what the chat says.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's much better.
Alright, excellent. Sorry about that, thanks for pointing that out. So we do see a decent amount of cavalry roaming around the map now. He's got... But look at this massive Rajputs again, and these are buffed, let's not forget, with Dravidian Martial Arts. And he's going to catch these units on the trading post here, and now mixing in Zambaraks behind this, and, you know, they're not bad. And look at these Rajputs putting in work, and they're snaring! They're just going to melt through these low HP Javelin Riders here. And he's got Gurkhas as well behind this. My Gyadi are being produced with some of the extra influence, but he's gonna get trapped up here.
I think Frontline will call it at this point.
We do see some more reinforcements getting caught out, but I mean, he's losing so much, and he still has stagecoach, but again, the siege potential from double racks Rajputs, and there we go. Frontline calls it GG, well played. Really nice job there. And look at that. Like this, even with 4 TP Stagecoach, the ecos were very close with Carney, and yeah, really nice game that.
It was a really nice game, and I think the problem was that Frontline didn't do much damage at the first place.
Yeah,
And at the start of the game, because he went for a greedy build. I think he could have even sneaked in a H-up maybe to get better units in H3.
absolutely.
Because he had no units to counter the Indian unit composition at all.
Right. I mean, he could have easily had twice or 3 times the amount of military population at this point. Let's look at how much livestock he has left. I mean, he's got... Look at this. He has 8 fully fattened and a yak. So, I mean, it feels like a lot of wasted potential. He could have gone my Gottis earlier, maybe. But yeah, let's go back to the main screen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great game there, and it is 2-2 all. Ezad kind of pulling an upset victory there against a African Civ on a livestock map with 4 TP Stagecoach, let's not forget. So, GG's there. So, game number 4. Ezad was victorious, and Frontline was defeated. Let's see if we have the next match. And game number 5 we do have, and it is Lakota versus Germany. I don't know who is who, so I won't load those flags just yet. But yeah, Robot, thoughts on the next matchup?
Well, the Frontline played Germany, so Frontline has to be Lakota.
You're right. You're so right. Look at you. This is why we pay you the big bucks. You know, your brain is so big, and you're just like, wow. Like, if this, then this. So you're right. Let's load in Ezad as Germany then versus Lakota. Do you know the map?
No, I don't. Can you tell me the map?
I do not yet.
Oh, it's Great Plains. I wanted to just that you say it.
Oh, okay. Great Plains, a great Lakota map. My goodness, that is just a dream map for them. And then, yeah, just like infinite bison everywhere. So yeah, let's send you guys over to the map and get that video playing.
Plains is a broad, extensive flatland that stretches through much of western North America. It is home to large herds of bison and a trade route with 3 trading post sites. Players will want to control the center of the map for its abundant food, but be aware that wood and coin are more prevalent along the map's edges.
Now, welcome back. We just had game number 4 of this ESOC Spring Tournament Semifinal Series. This is game number 5. We've got Frontline versus Ezad, and it is Great Plains. So, in the color blue on the south side of the map, we have Frontline spawning in as Lakota and Wobble. Look at that, just glide. 7.76 movement speed, and he's going right to the middle, and he sees some of the bigger treasures. His opponent is Ezad in the color red as the Germans. Now, it looks like he's got some of those beaver treasures already, which is going to help him get hunting dogs and buy wood for a house very quickly. So, very interesting matchup this. The natives, I think, are going to be really nice for Lakota, although the techs are kind of expensive. So we have the Cheyenne, and then we also have the Apache. Maybe not, actually. Well, military speed with Lakota could be cancerous.
I don't want to test that out.
Yeah. But anyways, so Ezad here, just mining for hunting dogs, and then going to get a house. Looks like he's going to chop. Yep. So, slight over macro, but not too bad. On the other hand here, we have Frontline, so looks like he's going for the greedy hunting dogs and TP start. So,
Oh no,
yeah.
he's missing 2 coin.
Yes, he is, which is quite unfortunate. I think he might have... How did that happen?
I don't know.
That is bizarre. Interesting. Maybe... Okay, so I think what he did was he picked up the 100 coin, bought some wood at the market. No, he didn't, because it's... no, he did. So then he bought wood for the TP and hunting dogs. But yeah, unfortunately, these take forever to build, and he's going to have to get 2 extra coin. Feels bad, but yeah. Germany here going to be going for this 30 XP, but he has been spotted by the Bandit Rifleman, which does 40 damage. And let's not forget with the Lakota Explorer just going to be gliding here. He could really be in trouble, but he has a lot of HP. He's just going to back up. Yeah, so hunting dogs now coming in. Let's look at each player's deck here. Frontline is sending 3 villagers, and he has 7 Cheyenne allies, 2 Takala soldiers. He does have North America trade and 3 mortars in deck. Really standard deck, this one. Can do pretty much anything. This is the much greedier version where you go for hunting dogs and the TP. You will age a little bit slower, but it's still not terrible. Your eco is also very nice in transition. Ezad here, shipping his 3 settler wagons. Let's see what he's going to do in terms of deck. So we see no eco theory. We do see town militia, 2 settler wagons, no silversmith, no cav HP, no cav hit point or attack. Irish brigadiers in deck, 5 dops and Jaegers are in deck. So no 1k wood. Quite interesting. I do think dops might be good here, just because you kind of need something, because your Ulans will just get eviscerated by the cav that Lakota pops out. I'm curious to see if Frontline goes for a semi-fast fortress with Bowrider opening, or... because that's kind of what this build starts as. Or if he's going to do an infantry stagecoach play. You can only get the 2 TPs, which is not great. I do expect him to at least get this one back here, just to generate XP and get his shipments along. So we'll see what happens. What do you do if you're Germany here as Ezad?
I think picking Germany here is a good choice, because you have a lot of hunts. Okay, maybe you don't have that many coin mines.
I mean, yeah, look like after this is against Lakota, like mid-map Lakota, and let's look at Frontline's point of view here. He's gonna know, like, he'll eventually find with his dashingly quick explorer, and he's already aging, and he's aging up with the chief, so he's gonna get 400 wood here. Ezad, on the other hand, is aging as well. He's aging up with the quartermaster. I suspect he's going to try and get a trading post in transition. He is now getting Gangsaw. He's keeping a couple of vills on food for his placer mine tech as well. So I think you kind of have to start infantry here, but it feels bad, so maybe not, because, I mean, it's hard to say, because the infantry from Lakota is insane. It just destroys bow pike. It really does, and their clubs are good.
You have to power rush, yes.
Yeah. We do see forward villager here building a war hut, so it will be the infantry start. And yeah, this is going to be scary. We do see a trading post up. Getting a little bit more wood. It looks like he's going to have the 400 upon age up, so that will be very nice for him. We do see a scout here that was picked up by Germany. Very nice. Early and often. Heard early and often against Lakota. He is getting another nice big bison herd in, so that's really great to see. He does have access to some deer over here. Trading post is up. Villagers, I think he has, let's see. He doesn't have placer mines yet, so yeah, he's going infantry. And we do see now that Ezad has scouted Frontline's forward war huts. So Frontline is up. He's shipping 700 wood. So yep, his Explorer is going right here. Looks like he's going to be going probably for Stagecoach. Even if it's going to benefit your opponent, it's still generally for Lakota worth getting it. Because your eco without Stagecoach is atrocious. We do see Stagecoach getting researched. Clubs are now being trained, and you know the thing. We do see a in-base tower from Germany. I like this. Really, really important. A barracks now being trained. So yeah, we'll see what Ezad decides to do. He is sending his 3 settler wagons, now getting 2 houses down. Is he getting steel traps? He is not. Gangsaw is in, however. The houses have now been created, and let's see if he's going to queue any units right away.
I think Stagecoach is really a bad decision on this map, because you can't destroy the third TP here.
Right,
And
right.
It's such a bad mistake, I think, for Frontline here to get that, and making ESOC also have that opportunity to get resources from the TP.
Yeah.
Which is safe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, giving Germany a Stagecoach TP for free feels really bad, especially when you won't be able to siege it down. Pikes are out, and we do see the 2 Ulans here. Stagecoach is now in, and it's on wood for Frontline. He's getting out Seton bows now, and yeah, Ezad just kind of chilling. He's put his TP on wood, now sending 700 wood. We do see 4 Seton bows and 5 clubs with 4 axes from Lakota. Crossbows being trained now. Scout looking around the map. So I think really, if Ezad's able to maybe, with this 700 wood, secure his base a little more with a few pikes, maybe second racks or crossbows, and then like maybe a tower, honestly. I know it's really like lame, but against Lakota, you generally need like towers in base, because a lot, like, they have so much siege damage with these club warriors. Axes, you know, can idle you very hard, and Setons will just, like, look at that, just one shot and he's already almost killed a pike. We see some Ulans coming in now. The pikes are moving forward. He really wants to save this trading post. It is at half HP here. 5 more crossbows being trained. And yeah, Frontline wisely backing off, not overcommitting. Sending Seton bows and making Seton bows. Yeah, I'm kind of torn about this trading post, to be honest. I don't mind it. But against Germany, I think it is a bit worse than, say, another opponent. Really scary massive Setons coming together now. We do see 16, and he is getting more. All villagers are on food, and the Stagecoach is providing the eco to just spam units. He does have all of his axes alive. Let's take a look back over at Ezad. Eco's looking really nice. You know, he's got 29 villagers with Stagecoach, so count it, 33, if you will. He's got a decent amount of crossbows, although be it they'll lose pretty hard to these Setons. And here we go. The Setons are just going to start ripping it off, and clubs in position, staying into a tight formation because of this choke points here. And the pikes are moving forward, now moving back, just dancing, posturing by both players. Seton's doing so much damage that they just absolutely erase. But they're shooting the Ulans, and the crossbows are actually getting decent value here. Club's now sieging the trading post. Is it going to go down? I think it might. The axes are moving in towards the Minutemen being called. Pikes coming out. Setons are now having to move. That's not what they want to do, and he's backing up. 8 crossbows coming in, 2 more Ulans reinforcing here, and the pikes are fighting the Setons. That's not what they want to be doing. There's not a lot of anti-cav for Ezad. But there's not that many. I mean, two Ulans, 2 axes from both sides. Oh, and he's gonna lose a Ulan. No, he doesn't. Wow. All right. So he pushes him back quite nicely, up 2k score. More axes coming in. Is this the... Oh, he's got a corral. This is where things are starting to get scary. And the axes are connecting. Low HP Minutemen now are trying to do as much damage as they can. Seton Bow's going to do a lot of damage with the snaring. Losing a villager. Losing 2 Ulans. And, oh boy, it's looking rough. Pikes are coming out. We see more clubs being shipped. Ezad making pikes. And he's doing a nice job microing this, kiting backwards, trying his best to kill these units. Nice micro, but, you know, these are really low HP units now, and the infantry masses are about equal. But again, in-base defender's advantage. Minutemen have already been popped. TP really low, and so he's shipping 5 Ulans. Feels kind of bad, but he kind of needs that at the same time to deal with these Seton bows here. Frontline shipping his 6 clubs, moving back. Setons are just going to start raining, and yeah, they've got nice movement speed as well. He's just out on the map. He's free. Now 2 Takalas coming in. That's dangerous. I mean, they are just in age 2. So deadly.
This is looking like an open game right now. The score is pretty even. Germany lost the TP actually. I didn't even notice.
Yes, he did. But it is being
he's
rebuilt.
building it back.
Yeah, so really nice. Now, I will say, kind of at this point in the game, right, so Frontline's eco is...
Wait, are they Cheyennes or is that Tutakola?
No, that's Takala, that's Takala.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that's going to be
Stay
very
next to Ulan,
nice,
that's
yeah. Ulan's, if they get a nice raid here, that would be really nice for him. A lot of food is safe, however, I mean, there's really no exposed vills on the map. And I do have to say Lakota underscores because this is his base. This is all he has, right? Like, there's like maybe 10 buildings. We do see him now moving forward. Chetan bows are pushing. We do see Club Warriors, and this is a scurry amount of axes. Only 5 pikes for Ezad. What is Ezad going to do here? Making dops! Alright. Did we just get a subscription there? Robots?
Let me see. I don't see anything.
Takalas are getting stuck in there, and look at these bad boys. 550 HP, and the dops are swinging on everything too. And this is a mistake by putting the clubs in cover mode because they lose their melee resistance, and the dops just absolutely eviscerate these clubs. The Takalas and the Axe Riders are now pushing in. They're attacking the villagers, though, and the Dops are still alive. There's only a couple left. Pikes are going down. Clubs are getting absolutely deleted, the Pikes and Dops from these Seton bows. But are we going to see a huge pop of Dops here? This could be big. He's losing a couple of settler wagons. The Ulans are coming back. There's no clubs left.
It's a weird fight.
Oh, and oh my goodness, is he going to win this? And the Dops and more Ulans are coming out! This is a great fight for Ezad! Wow! And look at that, just like that! What great defense. He only has 5 settler wagons, though, so he did lose 3 in that fight. So that's a huge loss. But I think he's going to be feeling really good, you know?
I mean, he had to sacrifice something to get ahead here.
Oh boy, now we have bow riders coming out, and once Lakota, I mean, look, he's going to be able to produce bow riders like no problem. He's got essentially 9 vills on coin. Does he have the upgrade? He does not, but it doesn't even matter because he's got the TP producing a lot. Like, look at the food gather rate from Lakota, and he hasn't even sent Great Hunter. It's at Steel Traps level, almost, right? And so once he gets these massive bow riders, there's nothing Germany can do to stop them. They're kind of like at that 20 bow rider mark, you've lost the game. They're that good. And, you know, he's just going to try and contain. Is Germany going to try and age up here? We see more Ulans being produced, more pikes. Hunts are running out. Ezad does spot these units, though. He's going to go for raid himself. Ulans are popping out, and they're going to scare off these units. Pikes are coming around the other side, though. Lakota needs their war chief to come in because it makes his units that much faster, and that's really important for, like, getting... Oh, and he gets snared there! Is he going to... Oh, okay, he's going to sacrifice a bow rider, which feels really bad. And look at this, though! Look at this huge raid! There's so many exposed villagers here!
That's big.
Oh my goodness! 1 villager goes down. 2 villagers go down. 3 villagers go down. More bow riders are coming out to catch, but he gets 4 villager raiders again. Oh, that's so big, and he snared the bow riders again. Cheyenne are coming out. This is going to be a great shipment. They're going to counter pretty much everything here. Oh, and look at this surround. Excellent job here, catching out a lot of expensive units. Down 4K score. The dots are coming in.
This is just not
And
looking
the
really
surround
good.
from the underside.
man.
What an exceptional flank there. This is looking great, and the tops and the pikes and the Ulans are just destroying everything. Wow.
I think it's time to hit the button.
Yeah, down almost 6K score. Dops, pikes, bows, Ulans. Now shipping 700 coin, and he's backing up. The Cheyenne, are they going to come in? But there's so many Ulans, and there's so much anti-cav, too. Explorer in the mix. Look at these bad boys, though. We've got 7 of them, and he might honestly just sacrifice the pikes. I don't know, but nice pull tricking there to pull all the units in front. The top gets a nice big swing, and the Cheyenne goes down instantly. Pikes and Ulans coming in. Bow riders getting focused down by the crossbows. Ulans are attacking the bow riders as well, and what a cleanup! That's a 500 coin shipment. No, that's a 750 coin shipment. Doing nothing.
I still can't believe how the game went from Lakota winning the game to Germany winning the game. It's happened just so fast, everything.
I think there's a massive overcommitment behind the base, and then, you know, the Dops popping out, the Ulans popping out, the TC fire. This outpost was up for a very long time, killing villagers and not fighting the units. And again, more villagers are caught out, and he's just going to right-click with a huge amount of villagers, but there's so many units here, and is this going to be the fight to win the game? Oh, 2 villagers going down. Lakota coming in with bow riders and Chetan bows from the backside. 3 villagers. He's losing so many vills. That's 5 vills. Oh my god. He's on 25 villagers.
Germany is on double the score.
Germany. Where was
And he
this
aged
Germany in the Euros? And he's about to age up! Oh my goodness! And he calls GG as soon as he sees the age up.
Well played.
Well played. I'll tell you what, really nice job there. Let's look at the post-game statistics. Most resources, nice timings with the Dops, decent amount of cav, nice micro. This base building here was really well done. Forcing fights in between these chokes around the mines, around the villagers with great coats.
What do you think here? I feel like Frontline had a good start.
Yeah.
I think the worst mistake he made in this game was that he went for Stagecoach, and giving a Stagecoach TP to Germany for free is just ridiculous.
Really rough. And this is the time. So the other thing, if we notice the correlation, Ezad sacrificed his settler wagons here. He lost 7 vills, but the exchange, the tanking that those vills gave him, I mean, look at this. Like, he just absolutely, you know, held off and then remassed very hard with the pops, went into Ulans, and then that was the game. Really nice job. Let's go back to the main screen, shall we?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And I feel like the top switch was just
great.
amazing.
Yeah, that was really when he started going into Axe Riders, and we saw that, you know, after that point, the Dops popped out on all the axes, and they got some really great value. So, really good game that. That is game number 5 in the books. Player 1, Ezad, coming away victorious with Germany over a very strong Frontline Lakota. Alright. Let's see. Game number 6. Wow.
We have the matchup.
Yes, we do. It is Sweden versus Otto. So.
Frontline as the Swede.
Frontline's playing Sweden. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Now, I will say, this matchup, right? So Sweden, if Auto goes for like 3 TC, fast industrial, there's a timing where Sweden can get all of their torps up and then go industrial and then push them. But if they do like anything else, Otto is really in a good position here, I think. So it's gonna be really
I
tough.
don't really know why Frontline picked Sweden first. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Alaska, but still, do you wanna pick that really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like against like Otto in particular, and he counterpicked. That's the thing, because Ezad won that game, so I think he's the one counterpicking, which is very interesting. All right, everyone. Thank you for the follows, by the way. It's great to have everyone along for the ride. Let's send you over to the map videos, and then we'll get into the match.
The Great Plains is a broad, extensive flatland that stretches through much of western North America. It is home to large herds of bison and a trade route with 3 trading post sites. Players will want to control the center of the map for its abundant food, but be aware that wood and coin are more prevalent along the map's edges.
All right, you guys got the intro for Great Plains again because we didn't have Alaska. So I just wanted, to show off that what our boys in the studio have been putting up. Welcome back, everyone, to game number 6 of this best of 7 series in the ESOC Spring Championship semifinals between Ezad in the color red of the south map of Alaska as the Ottomans. His opponents, Ezad is in the color red. So, let's try that again. His opponents in the color blue. What in the, oh my spaghetti, brother, ew. What is this? Ew.
No way.
Brother, ew. Frontline.
Why?
Frontline. Okay. Guys, whoa! Oh! No! You're... What?
And the second one is Shake in the chat. Please say someone that Shake
He
is in
has
the
to be
chat.
going for Savalax Jaegers. I think that's what he's gonna try and do. Because there's no reason that you would put torps on trees. That just feels atrocious. And he's not even herding the animals towards the torps to get eaten. My spaghettis. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Anyways, Ezad, ooh, yes, let's go. Water start on a non-TP map for Otto. It's happening, and he's got his dock down. And let me tell you, on this map, really safe dock behind your base. There's 5 whales. This is a great water map.
He's on wood with all the villagers he has.
Yes, he is, and he's just going to be making boats. He does have 2 sheep here, so I think he's probably going to make 3 boats. Oh, nope, he's just... Yeah, now he's making a house. So yeah, got another boat in queue, sending 3 vills. I'm curious to see what his deck is. There's a couple of auto water builds you can pull off. So we do see improved warships, great card, very essential for water. 2 galleys and 3 galleys. We do see rendering plant, which I think is really wise on this map versus fish market, because it gives you better whale income. Otherwise, Spahiabus, right? You know, maybe some Jans. Let's take a look over at...
What are the gather rates on the torps? Are
0.25 wood, and this one is 0.25. So let's look at his deck. I'm really curious. Alaska. So he does have the church card. I think he's going to go for Savalax Jaegers, which are wood and coin, because but like even then, like surely put them on
Coin.
coin.
Yeah.
Like it's so much better.
Maybe he goes for Nutka.
And it's so strange because he has Engelsberg Ironworks in deck, but he's got 2 Torps on Wood, you know? I don't know.
I think he wanna try something with the natives, maybe.
It is possible. I mean, surely there would be better options than that, right? Who knows? We'll see what he's cooking up. We'll let him cook. Getting a nice 60 wood treasure, so that'll help him. And I tell you what, like these trees are going to be able to collect. He might even be able to place another Torp down in Age 1 or very early transition, so that's nice. Ezad, going very greedy. He's getting 4 boats here. But, yeah, so he's going to age up quite late. He does have the 2 sheep that he can eat. It looks like he already did. But yeah, 4 boats, and with the quartermaster, he's gonna, 700 wood. He's gonna be doing a lot of really good water safe booming here.
This
so
is a very late age up though.
It is for auto. This is, typically we see auto at 220. This is really slow. I think really just 4 boats, like 3 at the most, right? As auto, usually 2. And going for a mosque with it, I don't know. It just feels like kind of slow. Sweden aging up with the governor here. We do finally see a beauteous, well-placed happy Torp. So
That's
yeah.
a happy Torp, man.
That's a happy Torp. It's eating food. It's on a mine. It's got its berry bush. Very nice. So, let's see what Frontline is scouted. Is he going to see any of the water, potentially? He's getting close, and he looks like he's scouting the back. We'll see if he goes back to the other side. He's going to miss it. Ezad, on the other hand, we'll see. Yeah, surely he sees this. So, does, I don't think, well, he does have, okay, so he has 2 caravels and a frigate, so nice. I need a... No!
No way.
Oh my god, no way!
But normally he has to know when he sees auto age up that late.
Yeah, he's gonna have to know, but is he gonna see it? Frontline. Oh my god, no, it feels bad, man. That's so unfortunate. Literally, like, the last pixel of line of sight just saved this dock. And, for auto, since they get Vils trained in transition, and he's now on 20 Vils at 430. Really nice. So his eco's looking great. Let's take a look back at Frontline, almost on aging up. I don't like having more than 2 Torps on your starting mines. It's whatever, I guess. But
oh no, the shift click bug.
yeah, he hasn't actually constructed it. It's very unfortunate. In-base tower coming in, coin getting picked up, dominions now being sent. I reckon he's probably going to go here, maybe there. There are gold mines in this right-hand corner, which are going to be really nice for both players. Very important to control. Nuka Clubman coming in. I think this is one of the treasures. And let's see, did Frontline end up seeing the dock?
No, he didn't.
Wallahi, inshallah, it is out of line of sight. Ezad is sending a prayer. And he's now going with 700 wood into 5 Vil. Wow. And I think he should put down a second dock, maybe a barracks, get some Janissaries out, start trading with Corollians, sieging Torps, get gill nets, and he's going to be looking great.
I hope he's even going for 5 villagers.
Yeah. The 5 Vil is just so greedy. Is this rifleman going to spot the dock? We do see a stable start. Interesting.
No way.
Oh my god. So not only does he have 2 Torps on trees for some reason.
I still don't get it though.
Oh no. Yo, no way. There's no... Oh, is he gonna see it? The Nutka? He's beating him down and... Oh, he sees it finally! The placement is quite interesting, but he does get all
That's
4.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
on a
nice.
gold mine, which is excellent. So this is going to last forever, and with Dominions, and Ironworks, he's going to have a great, long-lasting amount of torps. Is he going to get 5? He does. He gets the 5th Hussar out, and very nice. So he's on.
That should go for Nutgers, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, with the food and water combination, it would synergize so well. He does now start moving boats onto fishing on whales, which is a nice move. Yeah. I was going to say maybe a second dock, but it looks like he's getting a lot of his market techs. We do see placer mines in. We do see no hunting dogs. The Huss are here, but yeah, Jans are out on the field. Rendering plant coming in. So yeah, really greedy here. But he is on 37 vills. He's got 20 vills. So he's on 18 fishing boats. So this will be really nice and safe eco throughout the game, really. Let's see what Frontline is doing. He's making more Huss. So maybe we're going to see some... okay, nope. He changes it to 700 coin. Barracks now coming down, so... Yep, 700 wood is also on the floor. We do see another batch of 5 Hussars. Really nice macro here from Frontline.
Frontline's gonna age, probably.
Yeah, 10 Huss. Not really getting much value. I mean, there are, what? We see 9 boats here, another 8 there, so yeah. Huss just kind of going around the perimeter of the map here. Gonna try and get some idle time. Jan's kind of dancing around. Jans are also going forward because they have the W key held down on their keyboard at all times. And he might pick up a couple of vills here. And wow, did he see that? Wow, he saw that from so far away. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Like, he saw that right away. Frontline is now aging. And he's going to be going up with the Exiled Prince. So, longer semi-fast fortress, 10 Huss semi. We do see now double docks for Ezad, really going for it on the water, and it's going to be really nice for him. It looks like he's going to try aging behind this with 700 wood. The Huss are kind of chasing units around. Janissaries preventing raids, and he's just going to stand here, and he might lose a Vil. He does, but I think that was worth it. Doesn't really, he doesn't lose a Hussar, a lot of low HP Hussars, but I think at, 10 Huss, you're going to get veterancy, surely.
Frontline aging, oh yeah, he is.
Yes. Transitioning into Corollians, he's on 13 torps. This mine is fully torped up now. Some more raids coming in, loses a Hussar. 2 Falconets coming in, and are we gonna see the I Am Turk Huss Falk? From Sweden? He's gonna need a lot more Corollians. Yeah. Spots the other dock here, so he really knows that Ezad is going heavily onto water, and his score is really booming because of it. Ezad aging up with 50 villagers. My goodness.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at this water eco, and he's still got the other side that he can go on as well. He could just max out on these 20 boats and just call it a day, really. He doesn't even need to make more.
Yeah, but this is so crazy, man. Just having 50 villagers with Ottomans and aging up.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So crazy.
With Janissaries out on the field, I mean, he's got, like, probably 20 Janissaries there. He's going to be making Jans in transition. Yeah, and his eco is just popping off. 2 Falconets are in. No veterancy for the Corollians or the Hussars. The Falconets are out of position, but these Jans... do they want to take this? I don't think so. Like, nice dodge there. Really nice dodge, actually.
I think Frontline had to fight this.
Yeah, he does, because he's aging, and, like... Yeah. Now Falconets are coming in of his own. He's going to be able to get veterancy, but instead he goes for long lines. Just Ezad being Ezad, super greedy. Huge, massive chance, though. Second rack's going up. He's about to chop for his veterancy. Veterancy now coming in from this barracks. And, Bashabuziks mixed timed with some more Jans with Falconets could be really, really dangerous. And let's not forget, his eco is incredible. We take a look over at Frontline. He's training Corollians. These are still H2. He's got H2 Huss as well. I mean, he's going to take down a market, sure, but... like... Jans and the Falconets have now appeared onto the field. And, just pulling out in time. Really nice timing there. But the Jans are just going to go forward. Double Raxing Janissaries. He's got a full batch in queue of Jans. That is insane. I mean, my goodness. Does lose a Vil there. But look at this eco, Robrot.
Yeah, this is just amazing for Otto, and you probably always want to be in this position when you play Otto, having so much villagers that you can train actually a lot of units, you know. Normally you can barely get 5 Janissaries out.
Yeah, but I mean, he's just on 37 vet Janissaries, getting full batches of double racks, still making boats, now researching log flume. He does have rendering plant, and let's not forget, he did get long lines, so his fishing economy is really strong. The Sanuka about to get picked up by the Huss. A couple of Haka pellets are out. We need veterancy for Corollians if we're Frontline, and it is coming in.
Frontline has to do something here, else he just doesn't have an answer to this.
He is on max torps, so, you know, he's doing really nice. And, he's going to run away. But he's running himself into a corner here. I don't know about this. He can lose these, that's fine, you know. He's got 4 torps here, 4 torps there. I mean, that is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Now making leather cannons? Is that what you want to be making here? I mean, I guess so. I would rather see Snaplock and Platoon Fire. He doesn't have Platoon Fire in deck against Otto. Yeah, that feels so bad. Spahi will do so well. And plus, extra range here would be even better.
Oh, that's a great pickup.
Wow, the flank by the Hussars! Taking out the 2 Falconets, and Frontline still has his Falconets! That's game-changing!
Oh my god!
And he can... Yes, and he could even charge here, and wow! Now getting light infantry guns. What an absolute turn of events! Yes! Ezad has the eco, but losing those. Now going for 2 TCs, he's so greedy! Koleli School is, Enderan School is in, yikes. I think if you're Ezad and you don't see Snaplock, surely you must be thinking Spahi would be a good play, maybe even 6 Abus. You do know that artillery is coming in and you don't have the advantage in the artillery battle, so I'm curious to see. You do have an absolute dickload of Jans, though. My god. He's making Falconets, yeah. I like it. And he's gonna get a lot out.
What is Sweden getting right now?
So infantry guns are now in. He's single raxing Corollians. He does still... No, yeah, so... Okay, he's just pushing here. This is a nice push here. He's getting a lot of damage done. 3 Falconets are now out on the field, though. And he's like, fuck that shit, I'm out, bro. The Bashabuziks are coming in now. The Minutemen being called. Explorer maybe going to try and snare. And this is a lot of Jans. If these infantry guns can kite effectively, he's going behind the tree line, snaring with the Explorer. Now the Falconets are going to come up. Nice volley with the Falconets and infantry guns, but he needs to keep backing up. Oh my god, Jans are so tanky. The Falconets coming up now. Oh, nice. Wow, I don't think this is going to go well for Frontline here.
He's sending the church car for the last hope.
Yeah,
Jaegers.
that might be his need, but I mean, there's so many Falconets left. Veteran Abis now in as well, now sending 1k wood. Ezad is on 63 villagers. Look at this economy. Double
That's
raxing
just
Janissaries, producing Abis. I mean, this is every Ottoman player's dream. Now going for the frigate, but honestly, it's too late. Like, you need to send this card.
Monk, but just imagine if Sweden went for a timing push in H2 when Otto didn't have anything.
Yeah. Instead of starting Huss, I mean, that could have been a really powerful timing. And he's running over here to try and get the frigate placed down, but it doesn't come in time, and he wastes the charge. Like, it only has to go here. Like, you don't need to waste your charge ability to place the flag down. Ezad does... Yeah, the frigate's gonna be nice.
Either way.
But it's too late, yeah. And Ezad knows it's his time to go forward.
I think the game will end when Otto has 69 villages.
Probably will. Oh, nice little volleys, but the thing with infantry guns is they don't really get good bounces. They do have more speed, and I think he needs to bring this frigate over for the fight. That's going to be so important for him. That's the only chance he has. I mean, now massing just an insane amount of units. Insane eco. 2 TCs, 2 docks, and the frigate does come over, and he's getting really nice volleys with these infantry guns. Now sending... Oh, he is going for the church card. Is it time?
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, we might see the Savlax Jaegers here, so... Frigate going to take down this dock. Ezad.
That's a forward TC.
He's making, yeah, another TC going down. And the mosque, I believe, has all of the upgrades for speed. Yes, it does. Training a frigate of his own, and he's going to win the frigate battle because this one has less HP. Is it going to come out of this? It's the other dock, so yeah, he's going to be fine. Wow. 42 villagers for Frontline, not max torps. Does he have a church up? He does. Now, what is he going to send here? I mean, he can go for the push of pike, he can go for the Savlax Jaegers, he could go for the guard halbs, but I mean, that's just not going to do anything at this point. Really don't know what he can do. And oh my goodness, we have 10 infantry guns and 35 Carolians. This is a very formidable pass of Age 4 artillery. The frigate battle is going on now. And let's not forget, Ezad doesn't have a dock, so he's not going to be able to repair this. So Sweden now building a dock, but yeah, this frigate's just going to chase. We do see push of pike coming in. So yeah, he's going to go for the halbs. And we also see 3 galleys being shipped. My goodness. Complete domination on the water now from Ezad. Even getting armor plating, now getting amalgamation. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness, what are you, this is, and he's fighting a ton of villagers, a lot of torps. That is an insane amount of infantry guns, what the fuck? But, Ezad has the water here. Jan's moving on to these vills, and are these gonna get caught out? He's pull tricking them back! Oh, and the Abis sniping down. Oh, massive overkill on one Janissary, and everything's just marching forward. Here come the halbs, though, and oh my god, they get absolutely wrecked by the Falconets.
They good meat shield, though.
Yeah, he is using cover mode, and they're tanking quite a bit, but he needs culverins. If he has Colves, this is a different fight, honestly. Oh, 2 infantry guns going down. Oh, 3! Oh,
Can't create battles with Falconets.
No. No, you cannot, and this is looking like GG. 30,000 score to 19,000, and his eco is in shambles. Ezad here, double raxing, also going for top cooler, and producing from a... Oh my god, look at this coin! And he calls GG, well played. Oh, Ezad is your winner of the semifinals versus Frontline. He will be taking on Robrot in the final for the spring tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, what a series. Game number 6 going to Ezad. Beautiful water boom. Complete dominance with ships on land. I don't really know what Frontline's strategy was. He didn't really do any damage. Didn't really get out a lot of torps on really good positions. And he loses the game. Robrot, give me your thoughts.
I think this was a really fun game and a really interesting game to end the series on.
Yes.
And congrats to Ezad
Yes.
on winning the series 4-2 against Frontline. I also talked with other players, and everyone was like, okay, surely Frontline has to win this because Frontline is more active.
Frontline's
nowadays.
he's the more active player. If we look at the head-to-head stats here, not only is he rank number 14 while Ezad is 22, in the head-to-head of the 10 matches they played, Frontline won 6. So you would think coming into this that Frontline would have been the favorite, but Ezad putting up an excellent display today. I really liked that India-Ethiopia game. That Rajput, Sowar, Zambrak, Sepoy, Gurkha gameplay was exceptional. So really well played. Congrats to Frontline for coming this far. He has played a great several series as well. And congrats to Ezad for moving on to the finals against Robrot. What a finals this will be. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for that. And yeah, we cannot wait.
And we have also to mention that for the third place, Frontline will play against I Am Turk.
Yes, that will be another very good series. Both of those guys, exceptional players. The bronze match will be very entertaining as well. And yes, Haza, it is Ezad Robrot finals for the Spring Championship. Robrot, after watching this, give me your thoughts, man. I gotta ask, get a little pre-game interview. What do you think about Ezad? What civ are you thinking of banning? You don't have to say now, but what are your thoughts going into the next series?
I'm happy to be in the finals at the first place, and this is also the first time I've been, or I am in the finals.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm for sure hyped for it, and I'm also heading to win the finals, but I have also strong opponents in this one. So yeah, Ezad is a great player, and he also won against another great player, Frontline. So yeah, I will see what the series will have for an outcome for us both.
I'm going to tease you guys a bit here and bring up the head-to-head stats Robrot if you're curious. You are ranked 24 on the ladder. Ezad is ranked 23. He's won 5 times and you've won 6 against him. So, this is going to be a really interesting series, I think. And it couldn't really be closer in terms of the head-to-head stats. So, very exciting to see.
One thing I would like to mention for today's series, the thing is, we didn't see a single USA game today.
Yeah.
And I think Frontline could have pulled out the USA or even Otto, but he didn't. And I'm thinking like, why he didn't do that? Because picking Sweden on Alaska?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel, especially like, as the first pick because game number 6 was picked by him, and he got counterpicked by Otto, and Ezad had a great plan there. So yeah, I agree. It was a very interesting pick of Civ. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for all the finals, the follows and the subscriptions. You guys really help support the channel and allow us to host these tournaments for you all, and without you this would not be possible. I'm M Hung PA, your main caster today. This is Robrot, and yeah, I think we're just gonna end it there. You have any final words for the audience, Robrot?
Yeah, I first of all, I want to thank you for casting this one.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that you chose me as the co-caster.
Yeah, it was great co-casting with you, man. And I'm really good luck to you, of course, and good luck to Ezad in the finals. And I hope to be casting or co-casting on that one because that's going to be a really fun one to watch. More news will come out on the final date, but signing off here from ESOC. We'll catch you guys in the next series, so be on the lookout for that. Peace.
See you guys, have a good one.